Is this thing on?
Well, just for done, your comrades, and welcome to Uncensored Radio. And we got to keep appealing to the audiences, kids. You never know who is going to be watching. We don't want to upset anyone. There's missiles flying. It's a busy
my
time
God! What is wrong with you?
It's comedy, people.
Well,
so yes,
hey,
obviously we're in a very
apocalyptic event.
Yeah, we're in a very awkward stage of the week at the moment, so it's all good. We're here to have fun and laugh about it. We're chilling, we're killing like villains, but the most important thing is we have a special guest co-host today. Now, you're not going to probably love this, but have a full screen moment. Hi, Dakota. Welcome.
Oh, geez. Hello.
I know. It's a lot, isn't it?
I'm rethinking the hair.
It's all good. How are you? Welcome.
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming. So, yeah, welcome to the craziness that is Uncensored Radio. Jeffrey dobbed you in, right? He was like, come and play our silly games.
Yes. He commented on quite a few videos, and I'm like, I just thought he was some weirdo. Turns out I wasn't wrong.
Well, he is.
You were totally right. Like some crazy gay creep.
He was very consistent, so I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. If I get murdered, it's not my worst Friday night.
Some people call it stalking.
So, yes, but I attract the crazies, so.
Yeah, me too.
So I like it. I like the attention.
A.
That's cool. Yes, as you can see,
see what this is about. If I get murdered.
Patrick. Oh, Vera's playing with a phone again, aren't you?
No, I was trying to.
I don't know how
It's not a time slip. It's an old lady who doesn't know how to work her phone properly. It's all good.
Oh!
It happens every now and then. It's all good. It's all good.
What can I say?
So,
at least my camera didn't go floating all over my kitchen for a promo.
yeah. Hold on. We have Mexico back online.
Oh, she's digging at me. This bitch is digging at me. Freaking 2.5 minutes in, the old bitch is digging at me because I was flashing my calendar on the wall. Fuck off, bitch.
Yeah, February looks very empty on that calendar. It's like, February. Nothing for
He lives
Jeff.
in the middle of fucking nowhere. What could he write at? Go chase Bigfoot?
Honey, I got a day planner, because I got to keep all my sex dates separate,
Yeah.
Really?
No,
A day planner, huh?
Not today. Not
I think it should be like a
tomorrow.
once a year planner.
Yeah, it was February 87,
Once every 5 years.
94, 2024. He's got it scheduled in the future. It's all good. So we're going to talk to Dakota, and obviously what's going to happen today is the lovely Katrina A. Johnson from Nickelodeon's All That, and the lovely Catherine Astrophy. I always have trouble saying your name online.
Well, it's catastrophe, but I didn't want to. There can't be two cats. It's just not okay.
Yes. So Kat and Catherine are going to follow along with Dakota as she, obviously, does her thing and make...
And Dakota, I'm not really specific, but what I was kind of hoping for was like, I've just come from the beach, but I might be a slut, and I'm kind of willing to be Putin's new wife. Like, just if you can get all that.
Though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I think I can do that.
But first of all, we're going to let
dicks on our eyes.
Dakota talk to us a little bit while she gets started. So talk to us about how TikTok came about.
So I kind of just like I the end of this month will be, well, like now, 2 years since I've been on TikTok. And I kind of just like did it as a joke, and like it was like kind of like a slow start, and I mean it's still slow, but I was one day like I got like 15 followers, and I made this video, and I'm like going on about how I'm famous, and like now I got an Oscar, I have 15 followers, and then all these people started following me, and then like I don't know, it just happened. And then actually like my first viral video happened in October, and it was just me doing like a makeup tutorial, and I was just like I'm like just like being myself.
Was that the natural video?
Yes.
Which
and
like kind of like my makeup.
Yes, very natural. But that video was actually in my drafts for like a month, and I almost deleted it. And then one night I just decided to post it, and like woke up and it was like going viral. I'm like, this is the stupidest video. Like, why do people like this? And that like is so annoying because you're ones that you're like, oh my gosh, this is a hit. Like, I'm famous. Are never the ones that everybody likes. Everyone likes the ones you hate, and you're just like,
Yes.
really?
We know the pain.
You guys have no taste. Heard. You know.
But
I
so
can't.
what is that like to like just press upload and go, oh well, it's something, and then the next morning you've got thousands upon thousands of views on it. Like, what's that like?
Millions.
It was insane. And I actually like was at the pumpkin patch with my friend and her kids and my family. And I just like checked TikTok. I hadn't since I uploaded that video, and I'm like, what is happening? And then I remember going to my brother's house and like it was getting like 100,000 like views a minute. Like, it was just insane. There's like 10 point something million views and over a million likes, and I'm just like, okay. It's just crazy.
Okay, you just resign yourself. You just resign yourself to it. You're like,
You're
okay,
the
let it
goddess.
happen.
I like the attention. Definitely do. So it's nice.
Gee.
But when it's like hard because not every video is going to be like that. So that's like a downfall of it because like that's like a high and you're just like, yes. And then
But once you go viral, Dakota, do you get like offers then of sponsors and stuff like that, or?
I have had like deals, but like a lot of the stuff, it's just like, I'm not going to take something just for money. Like, obviously, like I work a full-time job and I would never solicit like bad products that I really don't believe in to my followers. And I get like the stupidest offers. Like, I don't really wear winged eyeliner. And like this one company wanted to work with me and I'm like, no, like, because I don't do like wing eyeliner. And then like this company that like sold like it was like a bear that counted change. I'm like, what the fuck, Methalina Jolie? What is this? Like,
start a show on Uncensored Radio. We can sell that bear for you. We like to say, how many quarters does it take to line up on the gentleman's? And so, you know, if you were to say go on a date with a gentleman, things are going well, and you line up quarters on the end of his, you could then save yourself some time, have the bear count the change. We could work with that.
Yeah. So Dakota, we you know, because years ago when Katrina and I and this other chick did the show, we used to call it Strangerwood because we didn't, you know, we were trying to be politically correct at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, we wanted to know the guys. So Paris Hilton came out and Katrina asked him how many quarters. You know, we want to know how big it is. So he told us 8 quarters. I don't think he was telling the truth. There's no way Paris Hilton has got an 8-inch stranger.
He might.
That's
I thought he said 9. I thought he said 9, didn't he?
Maybe.
It was actually 8.5, but I don't remember.
I need you to do the research. So the next time you find out a guy got a smart car or a little whatever the hell it was, you need to find out first. Ask them how many quarters, and then I'll send them T-shirts that say how many quarters on them.
Okay, what? So he could pay for me to ride the fucking bus? That's not helping the smart car.
I was
RTA. Like,
when I
you're
watched
not supposed
them
to ride the bus. You're supposed to ride the Strangerwood if you find that it's enough quarters.
Yes,
that guy would have had more room riding on me than that fucking smart car. I can't.
That was, I think, the best TikTok I've ever seen in my life, period. I was laughing so hard. I sent it to everyone I know. It's genius.
Yes, it's just, I'm very, like, I'm good with improv. Like, I just sat down, I'm like, I had to. Like, that was shot in one take. Like, a lot of my videos are. I'm like, I'm not really reshooting. Like, I just do the bare minimum on TikTok. I can't even edit.
And it's working.
You live, you learn, Alanis Morissette. Now, I have to ask a question. I have to ask a question. What's with the pigeons?
The pigeons?
Why,
oh my gosh.
Why are we so obsessed with the pigeons?
I don't know. They're so cute.
I need a pigeon origin story. Come on.
I've always wanted a bird, and my sisters are little bitches, and they were terrified of birds. So my mom never let me have one. And so then when I moved out with my ex, turns out he too was a little bitch. And he wouldn't let me have a bird either. But I did sneak a duck in there, and a guinea pig, and a rabbit, and 2 dogs. Like, I buy animals.
So she's an animal girl. You're an animal girl.
Yes. But, and I don't want to spend like thousands on like, I'd really like a macaw, but those are so expensive.
Oh no, they're
And-
annoying.
And they
I'm like-
live for. Don't they live forever? Aren't they like
80 years, I
you
think.
gotta have a plan for
They're
them
really
to live
useful
after
though.
you die.
I just
Yeah.
went to a party and they had one, and it would open up mini bottles of alcohol and pour it in your
Oh, I
cup.
saw that on your TikTok.
Genius
Yeah.
She
bird. I
watches
want
your
one.
TikTok.
Yes, but I'm like, let's start with something small. Pigeons they have a bad reputation, and I don't get it. Like, they're very intelligent, and they're just
Well, aren't
super
they
loyal.
disease riddled?
But
Aren't they disease riddled?
no,
This
I mean,
bitch.
maybe in the wild.
Maybe in the
That's
city,
name
like
one
in New
disease that's
York.
spread by a pigeon.
You're talking to an Australian where they got birds
Oh.
that attack people
Yeah,
just
they-
because.
They're not magpies.
Oh no, they're actually very nice, and if cared for properly, they're not disease ridden.
I don't know. Listen, I had a bird. My friend was babysitting while I was out of town. He fed it the rocks that were for the bedding and it died. Don't do it. The thing was the devil,
Listen.
anyways. I wasn't really all lit upset. It was.
Wait. The bird ate rocks.
It was like the bedding that went in the bottom. Nathan, he's dead too. So you know what I mean? Like he was kind of slow.
Basically, Jeffrey doesn't associate with anyone except us who isn't disease ridden.
Yeah, he was.
No,
You
right.
know what I mean? Nathan wasn't right in the head, and like I told him where the bird seed was, and the bird seed was right next to the bedding, and he put the rocks. I came back, the bird's dead in the cage, and I'm looking, and the rocks were in the damn the thing instead of the bird seed.
Oh my god!
And I was like,
Revelation.
yeah, and I'm like,
Perhaps the bird was smart enough not to eat it and starved.
I think it just didn't want to deal with him, and it killed itself. You know what I mean? Like, because Nathan he just was one of those obnoxious people. God
I've
rest
I've
his
seen
soul.
like seagulls that like eat cigarettes, and as if like people would be smoking at the beach, which is so bad. Don't do that. And they'll throw their cigarette butt down. The seagull will eat it, thinking it's like a chip or a
No.
fry,
My
and then it'll
favorite.
fly up and just be like, "Boo."
Have you
I have
seen the
a story.
seagull video where they feed the seagulls the diuretic at the beach,
explode.
and they all have explosive diarrhea, and they are just shitting all
See, that's
over.
horrible.
No, we
It's
don't
amazing.
watch
It
this
is
sort of thing
horrible.
for fun, Jeffrey.
If you want to watch something that's
It's
truly
amazing.
disturbing, just get on
Look at
YouTube,
Jeff.
and it's 3 words: pelican eats duck.
Oh.
It was the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my life. The pelican just comes up behind the duck, goes clomp. The whole duck is in its like throat pouch, kicking.
It sounds like Luke
Ew.
with a
It ate the
date.
duck.
We
I
took
knew
this
it was
bird
so
story to a
disturbing
dark
at work.
place.
We did. It was just supposed to be sweet
I was
about
really
pigeons.
excited to learn some makeup, and now I'm learning scary stuff about birds. Like,
And like
I
shit.
don't like this.
Okay,
That's
now
right.
wait a
So,
second.
yeah.
Wait, now I we gotta switch for a second because I'm a little concerned. I don't want to run out of time. Now, you guys are supposed to be doing your makeup while
Yes.
we're chatting
I
on
know.
I
air.
was about
So,
to say that.
what are we gonna start with? Because I'm really excited to see these two messes try to
For
keep up
eyes,
with
do
you.
you guys have an eyeshadow palette handy?
Oh, well, this is
Mm.
great. So I bought one for this episode, and let me show you what I got.
Ooh,
This Tartlet Full Bloom.
nice.
It bloomed and exploded all over my suitcase.
Oh,
Oh, no.
shit.
Oh.
No.
This is what
shit.
happens when
It
you travel to
smells phenomenal,
Mexico.
But yeah, it's
Like the
scented.
seagulls.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So I mean, when I told Jeffrey what happened, he was dying. He's like, "Oh, I can't wait to see you look like a crazy person." So when I do, that's why.
All right,
That's
hit it.
horrible.
Let's go. Let's beat these.
What
mums.
are we doing? Oh shit.
Do you guys have browns?
Yes.
We've got browns.
Okay.
Oh my god,
My
this is gonna be
palette is
amazing.
beat.
I can't see shit here, but we're gonna just do it.
That's okay. Nobody can. Your
Okay,
face
so
is-
browns.
Okay, we're gonna get a pretty light brown. I'm
Mhm.
like shaking because I'm so nervous.
Oh,
Oh,
don't
don't
be
be
Don't be
nervous.
nervous. It's just us and 10 friends. It's all.
It's just everybody. Okay, and get it on like a blender brush,
Oh, I don't know
Blender
the
brush.
brushes
What is
anymore.
that?
like a fucking blender
a
brush.
fluffy one.
Oh,
God, even I knew that.
I have one, kind of.
This is gonna be
Okay,
good,
light brown.
guys.
Got it.
oh shit. We're just going with this one.
Just go, Dakota. You lead the way; they'll follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So then, I'm trying to figure out my angles. Bitch, you have none. Okay.
Ah!
Okay, so you're gonna start like, don't go all the way up to your eyebrow. You're gonna leave a little space
Mm-hmm.
and just blend that.
This is amazing.
Good.
Oh
Okay. Right.
Beautiful.
my God.
What? Is it bad?
No,
No.
I can't wait. Luke, yo, this is just scrumptious.
Jeffrey's very excited.
I saw it. You don't
For us
even
to
know.
fail.
I know.
I've
I
been
can see his
dreaming of
erection from
this.
here.
Christopher is
What could go
enjoying.
Not
wrong,
impressed.
Chris? What could go
Christopher, one of our #1 fans, is really enjoying this. What can go wrong?
Listen,
It also-
we'll pull clips, Dakota. Don't worry, so you can put it up on.
Yeah,
TikTok.
we'll cut it all together.
What?
We'll pull little clips of this for you for TikTok.
What is
So
this?
Christopher
TikTok?
also says he has a cockatoo and an eclectus parrot. That they are the
Ooh.
best. They need special care and they aren't for everyone. I don't know if I can
Me
deal with
either.
the noise. Like I have
Eclectus parrot sounds like a porn name.
to
I
have
thought
to
it was
take a break from you guys
but
every
that's
now and
because
then.
I can't read.
Hey,
Okay, now what are
Catherine
we doing?
Astrophy. Nobody wants to look at your badass weave.
I do.
I
Well,
want
I'm
every day.
trying. I've got to look in the mirror because the ring light makes me blind. But
Well, I wish we were.
I mean, my natural lighting.
So we have that first color blended.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, of course. It's totally blended.
good.
Looking good, horse. Next.
Thank you.
Okay,
Exactly.
so next you'll take like a darker. I think I need a new palette. Maybe. A little darker brown. So you can go ahead and do that. And you're going to aim it below, a little below that first color.
Okay.
I'm not a makeup artist by any means. I just do.
Well, I am clearly.
Oh, shit.
Right, and I have all the proper tools, so we're good.
Between us all, we'll get some kind of look.
Yes.
Some kind of look.
And meanwhile, if you're just tuning in and watching the makeup demonstration and can't wait to see the train wrecks that these two are going to be, I want you to go check out on iTunes Mantra Dreaming by our friend Katie Underwood. She's a friend of the show. She was on Pop Stars back in the day in Australia and a part of the girl group Bardo. She's on
And
regularly.
Katie was just a headlining act at Field Day for Australian Mardi Gras, where she slayed the house down. So Miss Katie Underwood, and she actually met up with Belinda, her ex-bandmate, or current bandmate as well for Cabell. They're doing new music together, and I think Katie said she might be doing some club dates.
Oh.
So Katie
And she's
Underwood.
also doing a special meditation for world peace.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's doing it all.
which we'll be sharing on our page. So make sure you tune in. Yeah, if you're into meditation or sound healing at all, this is available on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere music is sold. You can also get a hard copy. You go to Katie Underwood. You can search for her on YouTube or Facebook. But this is what the cover looks like.
You know who really does need to listen to some mantra healing, mantra dreaming?
Your face?
Is President Putin, because then maybe he wouldn't be so angry. But look, I'm welcoming of my new overlord because Mr. Putin, I'm ready.
She's ready.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr.
So
Putin.
Dakota, what's next?
Okay,
So
next
far,
you're gonna get
light
your.
and
It's gonna be your
dark.
darkest color, and
Oh.
just like make it like the darkest brown, and then you're gonna focus this towards the outer edge of your eye
Mm-hmm.
and blend it out.
Ooh. Actually, that's too light.
Darkest outer edge.
I could never
Okay.
be a female.
It's not fun.
I could never.
Vera,
took
what
me
you
all-
looking at?
Just looking up nicknames for Cheetolini.
Vera's keeping up to date on the war. Well, Vera's our foreign war correspondent.
Yes, if you're not following
So you
us on
guys are all
Twitter,
much closer over there.
you can go follow us on Twitter at @LiveUCR, where I am constantly and feverishly retweeting things about what's going on in the Ukraine. And just, yes,
Jeffrey's gonna pass out if anything else happens in the world.
I actually made the kids watch the news all day, and I've seen people like horrible
Oh,
on
you're so
Facebook. Like,
cruel.
I can't let my kids on YouTube. No, because they need to know that there's a world outside of the bubble that we live in, and outside of the little happy world of I want this and I want this and I need this handed to me on a silver platter. No, look at what's going on to these
I want
kids.
Dakota to tell me what to do next. I don't know what to do.
Oh, sorry.
That's all good.
I'm like a perfectionist. Not really.
I don't know what I've done, but it's pretty, right?
It's working for you, actually.
Yeah, it looks really good when I
Proposition
close both
Putin.
my eyes and turn around.
Bitch.
Just kidding. Okay,
Yes,
do you have a
Mommy.
fluffy blender brush? Like a really fluffy
Oh,
one
of course.
that has
No.
no products on it?
Definitely not.
Just pretend, Kat. You're looking good, babe.
Here we go. Well, it's a bit floppy.
We're
It's
just
not
gonna lightly
fluffy.
blend everything.
Okay, we're just blending the whole thing.
Yeah, but like focus like on blending the darker color just up a little bit. It's hard to
Kat,
explain.
yeah,
Do you have
Kat's
to
got
blend it like really angrily? Like fucking.
No.
No. Not really angry.
That's not what she did. Are you not watching her?
I can't see anything. I don't know if you've understood.
I cannot.
God. Oh, dear.
Oh Lord.
Thank you.
Look who's back.
Thank you.
Spartan.
And that's why he got sex after he paid for dinner.
Spartan.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Just saying.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
So they finally let Spartan off work.
Name this look. I think we have to wait. We're gonna have to wait until the look's finished to name the look. We'll keep you
Wrong
posted,
answers
Chris.
only.
We'll keep you posted. We'll keep you posted. I'm very interested to see what it's gonna be. It's like, ooh. All right, we ready for our next step?
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
Okay. Does everybody have like a either gold shimmer or a bronze shimmer?
Oh, totes.
Yes.
Totes do.
It's
Totes.
broken, but I have it.
It's here.
Okay,
It's
girl.
like all
Taupe
fucked up.
bronze. It's taupe bronze.
Okay, so
It's there.
So I'm gonna take like this
Gold
dark
shimmer.
bronze one.
You could
Yeah.
Shimmers work best a lot of the times if you use them on your fingers.
Okay, so I'm going to finger myself. Cool.
Love that. Oh,
wouldn't be the first
and we're gonna
time.
place that like on our lid.
Mhm.
What did you expect, Jeffrey? I love that you're rolling your eyes. Like, what did you expect? This is your brainchild. This is your baby. Oh, Spartan, you've got a night
Am I
off.
pretty?
I think you should ask Dakota for tips all the time, babe. Just quietly. The
Just
makeup's
quietly.
looking- just quietly between you, me, and the viewers. The
Just the
makeup's
scales.
the makeup's a higher quality than it was on the Drag Race, you know.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Doesn't
Do you
mean it's
remember
I hope
the
you
dra-
get reincarnated as a pigeon for that.
I hope I'm Dakota's pigeons. They're gonna have pants.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, pigeon pants, right?
If I never find a man, I'll have 2 pigeons and a dog.
Oh, so you're not gonna get like a flock of pigeons. You're just
No.
gonna get
Just like
No.
So you're
seven
not
or
going to be
seven.
like the lady in Home Alone 2.
yeah.
You just have
That's
them
where I
all-
was going. You're not gonna be the woman from Home Alone 2, just standing in a park. Woo!
Up here we have a lot of crows, and there are people
Ooh.
that train the crows to come into their backyard, and the crows
A
will
murder
leave
of
them
crows,
little
Vera?
gifts in exchange for food.
Yeah, they bring you shiny things.
You
don't
can
they?
train
They're like,
them
"Here."
though. My best friend
They
in
scare me.
college trained a crow to come sit on her finger. She'd bring it to college. Cal Poly Pomona. It would fly around, make a noise, and then come back and rest on her arm.
Did
And
they think
somehow
she
the
was the
teacher
devil?
Said it was okay. Yeah.
When you were in Auburn, didn't you?
Jeffrey!
You stop touching it. When you were in Auburn, didn't you see all the crazy ass crows? Like it was all over like the Discovery Channel and stuff about how they all migrate and we get. It's like the crows have eyes.
I
Where's
did not
Moira
see
Rose?
that, but
It's like shit's
What
creek.
Dakota
Yeah.
in
Pickle is
Auburn,
proud.
Kat, what they're usually
Who's
active
Pickle?
from like September through Thanksgiving.
and
The
what are
crow's
you doing
big.
now?
Who's Pickle?
Pickle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Pickle's like in.
They're
Say,
very
go
proud of you.
Dakota.
By the
I don't
sound
know
of
who
it.
Pickle is.
There
Go
she is,
Dakota.
Pickle 04.
Pickle is proud.
Oh,
I do like pickles.
Hi, Pickle.
Hi, Pickle.
Are you from Russia?
Pickle is Putin.
Oh,
Oh God, he's watching us
Well,
already.
hopefully he's
Are we ready?
9
to move
inches.
on?
I ain't scared.
Yeah,
Come
keep
and
going.
get me, bitch.
Okay, so
Yeah. What's next?
I'm not having much luck with you guys and brushes, but do you guys have a small like brush that you can do your lower lash line with?
Sure.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah,
Like that.
Go ahead, Steve. You do it.
That'll
Yeah, that
I
should
ain't
be
touching
fine.
it no more. I ain't
Okay.
touching it
So
no more.
I do-
What color?
I do usually like a medium brown.
Mhm.
And I smoke that whole thing out on the bottom lash line.
Pickle works with your sister.
There you go.
Pickle? Oh. What's up, Pickle?
Shame of it.
Medium brown.
And then Holly Peters says, "Slay, best friend, slay."
Yeah, that's my bestie.
Yeah, I bet.
That's my best friend. She's
All right,
a real
should
bad bitch.
Should we test how good you guys are at multitasking?
No, I'm not ready yet.
Yes.
At multitasking. We're going to
Yeah.
start to talk about this week's news. So, Dakota, we like to call this little section "Hot Load of Hot Topics." Enjoy.
Hot load of hot topics.
And as you need to tell them what to do, just interrupt us and just say, "Hey,
Yeah.
bitches," and just
Yeah.
direct. Yeah.
Yeah, just go for it. Well, and Vera can just go off about stuff. It'd be great. Well, we've already mentioned him. He may be our leader very soon. The world is at semi-war because of Vladimir Putin
Look, he's just
invading the
misunderstood.
Ukraine. Oh, shit,
There was
misunderstood.
a couple of really good articles out today. I don't know if anybody else caught them
Go,
about
Vera.
his mental health. There were
Go,
questions
continue.
about a little post-COVID paranoia, a little early onset dementia, and some good old-fashioned straight-up depression with hallucinations and delusions of grandeur.
But wasn't this all evident before we invaded the Ukraine? Like,
Well, I think the act of invading a peaceful nation is pretty mentally ill.
yeah.
Look, I think he ticks all the boxes that my ex-boyfriends have.
And look how
There's
that ended
definitely
up.
a
Hello.
narcissistic
Look at me
personality.
now.
Yeah.
All right, Dakota's
If
ready
that's
to
the
move
case,
on, guys.
Then go
What are we
ahead.
Okay.
doing?
And then that dark brown that you did towards the outer of your eye, you're gonna smoke the rest of your bottom lash line out with that.
Okay.
But in
Okay.
a serious, are we a little bit concerned about what's going on, knowing that there might be some nuclear weapons just sitting in Russia?
I'm a bit concerned.
I'm a lot concerned, but I'm
Yeah,
even more
Franco.
pissed off that nobody's doing anything except saying we're going to send a lot of prayers to the Ukrainians, and oh, don't worry, we're going to put some sanctions in. We've been threatening, but we're going to give them some sanctions. Don't worry, we're going to sanction them. We're going to stop. We're going to sanction. We're not coming over there to help you, but we're going to sanction them. Don't worry, we're going to sanction.
Do you know how we got into Afghanistan?
What the
Do you
fuck?
know how we got into Afghanistan? Trying to help the Afghans fight off the Soviet Union. We can't be in Afghanistan again. I get that it's frustrating as shit that we can't go over there and just say, here you go, here's a shit ton of nukes, but you gotta try diplomacy first.
Hold on,
Vera?
before my face looks like a nuke. Dakota, what are we doing?
Okay, next, you need a really light, like shimmery color so we can highlight your inner corner.
Nothing like
Okay.
word makeup.
Yeah. But Vera, how
Shimmery,
is it
like
to
the shimmery color of a nuclear weapon.
like the shivering color of nuclear fallout as it rains down on us?
Wow.
Dakota, how do you feel about what's going on in the world with
Yeah.
Russia and Ukraine? What do
I
you
think it's insane. I think it's unnecessary. I'm not a very political person, so
Me
gotta have
either,
an
but
opinion.
like, this pisses me off though, because like, not only like is it disgusting, like there's people dying like
Yeah.
while we're doing this
Absolutely.
stupid shit, right?
it's horrible.
But
the reporters on the
I
ground,
guess it's just the boldness that people think that this can keep happening in history. Like, do we ever learn? I don't know.
No, I
well,
absolutely
that's part of the
agree.
reason we're not sending bombs in is because we don't want to be an aggressor state. We want to try diplomacy first. It's
It's like
frustrating
the
as hell.
70s.
Well,
again.
what's this
Welcome
guy
back to
gonna
the
do
Cold War,
next?
kids.
He's unhinged.
You
He's
know,
not going to
I-
stop.
I don't think he is. I agree with you.
They
And
need
I
to
think
go
that
take
he's
him
also
out.
setting up China to take over Taiwan. They've had
No,
their
say it right,
forever.
Vera. Who is he setting up?
China.
No, say it like your boy would say it.
Oh, China. People
China.
over in China.
The people over in China.
Okay, what goes on
China's
next?
Well, Trump
Dakota?
has spoken about this
Mascara.
too. What do we feel about his interjections?
Mascara.
Hey, let's
Oh,
shut down.
Mascara? Okay, mascara.
I
You guys
think
have
the
fake
Sinn Féin
eyelashes?
is scary as
Yes,
hell.
hell yes.
No, I would never wear fake lashes.
Don't lie.
Yeah, just like you're not a power bottom. Okay.
I had to get it in there.
Hi,
Absolutely.
Lashana.
But the whole thing is that Trump wanted to be Putin, right? Like that's his dream. It's his
Trump
dream.
wanted
It's his
to be
hard on.
Putin.
Called him a
Yes.
genius.
He called
Yeah.
him a genius. I know.
Like that's
well,
a worry.
because he should have thought of breaking off the southern states and declaring himself ruler there. He could be the ruler of Florida. He could be
He's welcome
Mar-a-Lago.
to it. He's welcome to it.
Was
King of
it
Mar-a-Lago.
the what is it? NATO, the pact or whatever, was that if anything goes wrong with that they would go in and protect these countries? Like, isn't that the part with Japan? Like, if
Ukraine
they
is never
surrendered their nukes,
recognized as a
right?
member
But
of
hasn't
NATO.
isn't like aren't they in the process?
No, it was not done. It's not a
Too
done
late.
deal. The countries on the other side of Ukraine, Estonia, Latvia, they are members of NATO, but they cannot
the
protect
yeah.
Ukraine. It was not part of the pact.
That's the part of the problem is that they have this distance, even though they are a
And
proximity.
they were on the verge of getting recognized in the Ukraine, but Citolini said no.
Cheetah lady. Hi, Lashana.
Okay, but can we just talk about? Can I just be the president of Ukraine? What's his name again? I can't think of his name. Right.
Zelensky.
Yeah, he's kind of cute.
He is cute. He's also Jewish, and Putin has said out loud he can't stand that.
Well, I love a good Jew. Okay.
Well, Jeff,
He's-
there's
Alright.
a lot of Ukrainian men fleeing the country right now. Maybe they could come and stay in your
They
compound.
can come stay with me, all of them. Okay, honey. What about you,
All right.
Dakota? You want
Dakota,
a nice
she's
Ukrainian
ready to
man
go.
to
You
come
know
visit?
who's trapped in the
Yeah.
Ukraine right now? Max
Dakota's
Scherzer,
good.
possibly
She's getting a
from
pigeon
the-
girl.
Yes. Men are too much work. I can't.
I do understand. I feel that.
Why can't Putin just ride his horse shirt?
Okay, now what?
Ride his horse shirtless.
Eyelashes.
Sheesh.
Sorry.
Are we doing
Eyelashes,
eyelashes?
bitches.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I couldn't
Worked it.
possibly.
Eyelashes make the look.
Eyelashes. I couldn't.
I
possibly.
love it.
Well, we have talked about him here, but Putin's best friend is also in the news because he just won't shut up. But is anyone signed on to Truth Social? And have you actually been
yet.
able to access it? Because since its launch, apparently all that people are getting is a loading message saying, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for joining. Due to the massive demand, we have placed you on a wait list. We love you, and you're not just another number to us, but your wait list number is below.
Is this the
That's
third
like-
attempt to start his own social media network?
Right.
I do believe
getting
the
watery
waitlist
eyes from
numbers
that.
are up to like the 500,000
Yeah,
numbers.
right.
And I've seen a
It's-
couple of my friends on Facebook. They have joined. They're very excited. And I just can't help but laugh because go ahead and join. But if you say anything about Trump, you're getting kicked
Yes.
off.
So the main thing is that you are not allowed to disparage or say anything against the platform or Trump at all,
Oh,
or you'll be banned.
oh, Dakota. Oh,
Do you know
What?
this little lady?
Who?
Eat my ass, Michelle Richardson.
Yes. That is
Okay.
my coworker.
I just
Okay.
want to know. Here's the real question.
She's obsessed with eating ass. I swear, all day at work, all I hear is "eat my ass," and I'm like, "No." Like,
Does
Not
she
with a
have
full
a
face
nice?
of
You've got to have the
Does she have
stomach
a
for
nice
it, though.
one?
Well,
Mm.
I too enjoy that.
well, she put a sign on
Getting
Eating
it
them.
done or doing it?
the one day she put a sign on my back that says "I eat ass all day," and I thought she was like, she's like, "Oh my god, your dog's fur is all over your back," and like I'm like,
No.
"Oh, how nice!" And I'm walking around with this sign on my back, like that just showcases that I eat ass all day, which
Oh.
only on
Did you
days that
get
I'm
any
with my.
dates?
And like it was just, and then I can't. Like, I was
You
so
didn't get any
mad.
phone numbers?
No,
Is she a
Oh.
friend or a
Raise?
frenemy?
No, I love her. She's like the nicest person ever. Except that.
It's something Luke would
Except
do.
the ass eating.
Just loves that
put a
booty.
sign
No,
on
I
you.
don't have
So wait,
the same definition of
Katrina,
nice as
do you like to
Yeah.
eat ass or get it done?
Listen, I think you can't be just one or the other. I think you have to be an equal opportunist.
See, this is what Ali Wong says. If you haven't eaten enough, you need to grow up.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You need
Lipstick
to
of your
grow up and
choosing.
be an adult. I love it. I love it.
Thank you,
Wait, what?
Dakota.
We should do this every week. Ass eating and lip application. Do it.
Well, I don't want to leave all pink all around there. They'll think there's something wrong.
It should
Yeah,
be
that'll
some
be the
kind of,
flow.
fresh.
You're like pink eye.
Wait.
Sex,
What kind of
Holly.
lips are we doing?
Oh, you're
Your
you're
lipstick.
choosing. I only like wearing nude lipsticks and sending nudes.
Well, what I'm gonna
everyone
do,
always comes for me. They're like, wear red lipstick, and I'm like, I just can't.
girls, I'm gonna give you the catastrophe
This is not-
lipstick trick right now.
I do
You
think you
pop
look
on your
great with a
lippy,
red lip, Dakota, but
then you get a light
I think it's 'cause
eyeshadow. So
I'm
I'm
not
gonna use
used to
some
it.
white.
It's so
Okay.
weird.
Nobody's
Thank
listening
you,
to you,
though.
Leak.
you do look great in that red shirt.
Thank you. I think it's my power color,
It is.
The
It
power-
brings you
like
You're
Luke's the power
manifesting.
top.
Bottom.
Bottom. Oh, sorry. Was he?
Like,
Is he?
you
I don't know.
you
I don't know what
you
I
can
am
dream.
anymore.
We don't know either. That's okay.
What
I think
lipstick?
the
growing.
makeup's giving me COVID. Oh,
Oh God.
Oh,
Did you see
I-
that? I'm sorry, I hit
saw
it.
it.
Lashana
Lashana-
is sipping on sauce tonight, kids. This bitch is drunk, texting in this show.
she's on that what is
Lashana,
I'm
I
feeling
thought
this
we were
look
friends.
would be. This is a look. Okay.
Lashana, are you on Ambien at the moment? I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
Look at Katrina A. Johnson from Nickelodeon. Saw that recently featured on TMZ. Got the fucking.
She got
the
tweezers.
tweezers out.
Yes,
Like,
got it
bitch,
going on.
Watch
That's
me
the
do
only
those.
way I know how to do eyelashes.
Oh, I can't use the tweezers. I'm just like, I use my sausage fingers. I'm like, okay, bon
Oh,
appetit,
sausage.
bitch.
Very nice. Very
I
nice.
can't get close enough with that. I went to
All right, what-
Sephora and said, "Put eyelashes on me, please," and they said, "No, we don't do that." I was like, "Well,
God.
somebody's
Yeah,
got
don't
to."
you know who I am?
Eyelashes are
Oh my
tricky.
God, Lashana admitted she's drunk. Well,
Had some
a
wine
compliment's a
coolers.
compliment, right?
Oh god. All right, where are we going next, Dakota?
I think we're done.
We're done. Let's have
Yeah.
a look.
Wait, no cheeks.
Can you just
I don't.
blow up
You can
3
add
up?
blush if you want. I don't do blush. I just do
Should I
bronzer
do-
and
I think it's-
highlighter.
I think if you take out you, Jeff, and Vera, you can just like make us big on the
We'll
screen.
do. Yes, we'll have a look. We'll have when everyone's finished. We'll wait until Kat's
Okay.
got her dicky lash down.
My ticky lash is all fucked up, but
I think.
I
the
mean,
lid
my
needs more
natural
help
Bitch,
than
your
the
face
lash.
is fucked up. Your hair's fucked up. It's okay.
Lashana thinks I'm gorgeous, so why don't you fuck off?
You are gorgeous.
Okay.
Okay,
I wanna
we're gonna
do-
go for a side by side. Are we ready?
Bronzer and highlighter also.
Whoa. Oh,
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, I look like
Hold
I
on,
have a comb
I'm gonna
over.
do the bronzer thing. Ooh, I like whatever's on your nose. It looks so pretty. It
Mine?
looks like, yeah.
Oh, highlighter. I did all my face makeup before because I didn't know
it's
how long this
natural
was.
lighting, Dakota. It's natural lighting, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I can't wink yet. My eye will get glued together.
Yeah, my one's come off here, but
I have the nail glue all over my hands. It's like I was
Look, I'm
jacking
not
off a
gonna,
homeless
as
guy.
I said, I'm not gonna knock anyone's ability, but I think you should get more tips from Dakota. Cat,
Oh, thank you.
catastrophe. Yeah, that's looking. That's a bit of a softer look, shall we say, than
When
You
you-
all look
It's a
what
like
look.
we've seen. What we've
It's a
seen
look.
previously. It's
Now-
a look.
Cat Catastrophe, you know, Dakota has actually seen you before.
really? Really?
in my dreams.
Where have you seen me? Oh,
Just kidding.
Look, I've got
Was
to
this
say,
some
she-
trauma
you-
reenactment.
Why don't
nice
you tell them the
video of
little
you.
video you got to see?
It was very nice.
Go ahead, tell everybody the little video you got to see. Go ahead, it's okay.
Oh, was it me when I was like really not okay?
Yeah. Say that.
You just look too nice.
You're
was
doing
on
great,
the
sweetie.
on the unreleased episode of our Drag Race spin-off.
I was channeling
Yes.
President Putin, and I may or may not have had a little bit too much vodka. And then went to do a review of RuPaul's Drag Race and was like falling asleep during it. It was the best.
I was a guest on that show.
Sound the best.
Let me begin. I was a guest on that show, and when a guest has to ask you 4 times before we start recording, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Well, initially Jeffrey was like trying to get us to make a video out of that video, and I'm like, I don't even know where to fucking start. That's just a lot.
Look, I've
I
had
love that
worse
for you.
nights. I did not piss myself at
Message me,
least.
I'll send it to you.
No,
Wow.
we need to make it. Jeffrey, we need to put it behind a paywall.
Yes.
Wait,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yes,
That's it. Buy
subscribe
me
to our Patreon.
Subscribe to our Patreon, and you get to see the catastrophe of Kat. It's not good. It's not
By
good.
the way, that's not me. If
No.
anyone is concerned.
I know, I'm
That-
so confused.
The other
She got those
blonde
videos
named
buried.
Kat. Jeez,
Yeah.
people.
Guys,
No.
we are good friends. We are good friends, but we're not as good a friend as the guy in Australia who sawed off this other guy's leg.
Yeah, that was
Did
really
you hear
nice.
this? All right, Dakota, have you heard this story?
No.
So there was a guy actually quite near where Catherine Astrophy lives that was found dead in the back of his car with his lower leg sawn off from a power saw. Apparently, a younger gentleman, and he went to a park at around 4 a.m. and they had an agreement for him to remove his leg.
What?
As you do.
Right?
Who
As
would
you
agree
do.
to that?
And there's been nothing else in the news about it. It's like, hey,
I've
no problem
tried
with
to
my
make
leg.
sense of this story, and all I can come up with was that this dude's had like chronic pain in his leg, and he's just like cut the fucker off. And they were both imbeciles that don't realize that you actually need your leg and that you can bleed to death. So I feel like this one is up there for a Darwin Award.
Oh,
It's like,
well, you do die with the Darwin.
it's like, but I know, like,
Yeah.
that's a friend. Like, I don't know.
That's a friend.
I don't know if I would be
I
that
don't want that
friend.
kind of friend.
Is it really?
Me either.
Because you know what? I
No.
think that the friend would be the one to say, I love you. I'm not cutting off your leg.
Well, there
There's a
had to
lot
be
of-
a reason for the friend to agree to it, right? We're hoping there was a really
Mm,
good
I'm
reason.
thinking-
maybe they were on the bath salts. He thought something was crawling in his leg, and they was trying to get it out.
Ooh, that's a good
Do they
theory.
have bath
Oh,
salts in
good
Australia?
theory.
We do.
No. Oh, we do,
Speaking
but
of-
like
Well, look, can I just move on to one more
we have
topic?
crystal meth. Yeah.
Speaking of
Love that for you.
questionable mental health, guys, Britney's making $15 million to sell her autobiography.
She got to get that
Britney's-
income up somehow.
Oh, girl! If I was, her
Does anybody
family,
know
I
how
would
much
be
Jamie Lynn
running.
got for hers?
I don't know.
I think
I
one.
think
Probably not 15.
probably not
Yeah.
15. Simon and Schuster in.
I
in
got
for
the
it.
vague recollection that it's 5, but I'll Google it for us.
Wait, do you guys like Jamie Lynn? Are you for her?
No, we are anti Jamie Lynn. We are Team Britney
Yes,
It's
good.
true.
here on
Okay.
this podcast.
I didn't know what kind of podcast I was stepping into.
Leave Britney alone.
And also because I'm the only one who cares, I'm Team Erica. That's all.
Listen, I too am Team Erica.
Erica Jane from Real
Come
Housewives
for me
of
if you
Beverly
want. I
Hills.
think she's
I
fabulous.
know. I'm Team Erica. We live. The
Look,
queen,
I think Jamie Lynn has cut her leg off to spite herself.
literally.
Because she
Nice
should have
Catherine
really,
Astrophy.
whatever she would have got from her book deal, she would have fucking done so much better if she made public peace with Britney and the sisters got together again and then release a pro Britney book. And you fucking would have been so much better off, bitch. You may have even been
I
given a
disagree.
single.
No.
You
I
don't-
disagree. Here's why. She not only did a media tour for her book, she also then is back in the entertainment industry doing TV, movies, appearances, all of
Right.
that.
Well, trying
She
anyway.
wouldn't have gotten if she's just
Right.
another background character in Britney's book, like she has
Right.
been her whole life.
Trying to, shake
Which
off
is
that
why
horrible
she's
teen pregnancy
lived off
drama.
Britney.
Well, I have my own theories on what
Yes,
happened.
we
there.
know.
Oh, go
we
ahead,
can't
share.
talk about. We can't
You
talk
two
about
have
it.
a more insider view on
We can't talk
fame
about it.
than I do.
But I listened to Jamie Lynn's interview / saw the podcast video that she did with Call Her Daddy. And she really gives her own perspective on everything, talks about the whole book, talks about everything she said in there. And I thought it was pretty interesting. I was kind of swayed almost to be pro Jamie Lynn at that point. It was interesting hearing her side of the story, hearing how they were always separated, hearing how she wasn't really involved in that, hearing how she used all of her strings that she could possibly pull to try and get legal counsel and try and get things figured out. Of course, none of it came to fruition, but I thought it was interesting hearing
it's the
her
truth.
side.
Right.
If it's the truth.
Do you
Dakota,
think it
you've
was
got
true?
siblings?
Do you believe her?
What?
You've got siblings. What are they going to say in a book about you?
I'm crazy. Yeah, I had 2 sisters and a brother. And I'm the youngest.
So you're the youngest? So you
Yeah,
are
just-
Jamie Lynn in this situation, just
Hell
without
no.
Britney.
She's not, no. She's just shady. I hate that she's in. Have you guys watched that Netflix show, Sweet Magnolias?
I love it.
I hate that she's in that. Like, I can't
is she in
stand
it?
seeing her face.
She's so good in it. Like, that's the perfect role for her. She's a villain.
Yes, but no, take that villain elsewhere.
You don't want her to have charisma, okay? She shouldn't be likable.
Yeah.
Now, Dakota,
shouldn't-
I heard that you want to do some kind of chugging challenge with us. Is this true?
I heard Jeffrey.
Well, there's a
wants to.
story that goes with this.
Perhaps
Okay,
okay.
next
Jeffrey.
time.
Next time? Okay. Because I had me little drink ready, but, I'm
can't
happy
find
just
it.
to sip on that.
Yeah, I'm off the
Jamie.
sauce right now.
Oh, she's off the
Oh.
sauce, ladies and gentlemen.
might-
She's off
No.
the
Oh,
sauce.
we don't have a sponsorship deal, but mine's it rhymes with Epsi.
Well, how would we feel about getting a little deeper into feelings that everyone, I would like the panel's opinion on a couple of things. So we do a little I can't speak, a little subject. A little
Yeah, have
subject.
you had a stroke, Bubs,
I
again?
think I may have had a birthday stroke, girl.
Have you been getting cracked out on your
Little
birthday?
She's getting
birthday stroke.
older.
Getting older,
Oh, yeah. Oh, at the end of the show, we're going to all wish Steve a happy birthday post-credits. So everyone stick
yeah.
around.
Yeah. How are they going to stick around post credits? That's the issue. All right.
We
anyway,
do. We always
like
do
to
a little
call,
clip
we like to call it
after.
a view from here. Oh. Okay, so I don't know if anyone is following the little bit of drama that has popped back up again about Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy's working relationship on Mad Max Fury Road. So it got that bad that she requested personal security for the entire
What?
time that she was on the set. Now, I will go into that story a little bit later on. I want to hear from all of you. How do you deal with a toxic workplace? I'm going to start with Vera because she has feelings. Vera, talk to us about dealing with a
I have
toxic
lots of
workplace.
feelings.
Go.
But I don't even go to this school.
You don't go here. Almost correct quote too.
I'm an old fuck, so I'll just look at somebody and say, "Shut the fuck up," okay? When
But
I was
in
younger,
this-
it was traumatic, but I don't have that filter anymore. What are you gonna do? Fire me? I don't care. I can get another job in 25 minutes.
Well, that's good. That's a good
Wow.
position to be in. But so, Katrina Johnson for Nickelodeon's all that.
Mhm.
As someone who has worked in the media,
Mhm.
where you have a not only a contract that binds you to appearing in the show or said shows or said film, but the hierarchical structure of the star system. How
Yeah.
do you deal? Jennifer Love Hewitt? Tell us.
I wish I was Jennifer Love Huge Tits.
Right. Well, you're halfway there, baby.
Thanks. I mean, all you can do while honoring your commitments is keep as much distance as you can. I mean, that's the only way to stay sane. I mean, you have to be on screen and on set as often as you have to be there, but in your own personal time, try and distance yourself. Try not to spend too much time looking at the headlines or looking at your co-stars that you don't get along with, or reading reviews from the producers that don't like you, or whatever it is, wherever the stress is coming from, whoever these toxic people are. Try and distance yourself as much as possible. All you can really do is be the best you, so that you don't completely damage your reputation, because you could get easily blackballed in any industry, but especially entertainment. Everybody talks. All you can do is your best, so that when people see the performance, they're still willing to work with you, even if they hear that you're crazy.
Does the performance help you deal with a co-star that you don't necessarily want to engage with? Because it's not you doing it, it's the character.
Yeah, you get to escape being you. You get to stop thinking of whomever as, you know, a demon. I don't look at you as Jamie Lynn Spears anymore. I look at you as my
cousin.
Whatever it is. Yeah, cousin, best friend, sister, whatever. But it definitely helps to think of it as a role, so that you can play a different person, so that you don't have to relate to your own feelings.
Awesome. Dakota, have you experienced a toxic workplace in your lifetime?
Have I?
Share, sister, share the tea.
If you're in one right now, just hold up 2 fingers and we'll get your help.
Lick 4 times and lick your left eye.
Yeah, you guys are horrible. Yeah, I've had my fair share of toxic workplaces, for sure. But I tend to stay.
So
I don't like
I'm the same girl. I ride it out.
Yeah, I don't like change. I like being in my comfort zone. I don't know, like, I try to stay positive. That only usually lasts like 2 minutes into the job. And but like, it's not so much like, I will pick, like, if I like my coworkers, I will deal with like toxic management and toxic that. But like, if I don't like any of the coworkers, like, I won't deal with that. But it can definitely be toxic with like management and everything. And yes. So
cool. Catherine,
look,
Astrophy.
Oh shit. Look, I've had a lot of jobs. So I work in a hospital. But I've obviously working as a drag queen way back, you know, decades ago. Look, you have to really
decades.
When people really are toxic people and they're just gaslighting you and causing you so much stress, you have to get to a point where you're like, I don't want to engage with this shit anymore. And you have to just shut it down. It is hard though when these people have some kind of jurisdiction over you and some kind of power. You know, like if they're going to make you have the shittiest day, they will do it. Like if they give, like in my circumstance, they can give you the hardest load and then make sure no one helps you. And
like
stuff
a
like
hot
that.
load or no?
Yeah, you say the
Not a hot
hottest load or the hardest load?
The hardest. Like with yeah, like you may.
Hard load would be bad.
Cat's eyes.
It's
May I
just,
add
it's like,
something?
yeah.
Yeah, go.
I just want to say, like, I wasn't referring to my current job, so like, don't fire me.
Yeah,
yeah. Look, and I'm totally not talking about my current job.
No, I was referring to when I was an STNA, a nursing assistant for 6 years, and I worked for this company.
Then you get it, girl. You get it.
They were horrible.
You get it.
Like,
Vera and Catherine are both nurses, so they feel you.
Look, and I find like in nursing they eat their own a lot, which is meant to be a caring profession.
Absolutely.
But it's just notorious for it.
Sorry, Dakota, you were saying. Finish.
Oh yeah.
Please.
So I love caring for people and like loved the people I took care of. But towards the end, I actually left that nursing home because they were letting these like 3 girls beat the residents. They weren't doing anything about it. And then I actually, like, not to like damper the mood, but you know, I'm very upfront with like the fact that I'm a suicide attempt survivor. And when I came back after I was off for a month, everybody found out. Like, because the administration told everybody that can't keep their mouth shut, and they told everybody else. These three girls
It's not a
would
breach
like
of privacy at all, is it?
Yeah, that's not allowed.
these three girls were like bullying me and harassing me. Like I'd walk past them and they'd make noises. They would say mean things. Like, and that's when I decided it was time for me to get the fuck out. Like, and that actually turned me like away from wanting to work in healthcare because healthcare is so petty.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up because that's something that we didn't get to touch on earlier when we were talking about your TikTok. That I really connected with watching your videos is that you are so open about mental health, your struggles in the past, what you've been through, what you're going through. And I think it definitely relates to like a toxic work environment and the mental health struggles that can come up because of a toxic work environment.
Absolutely. Yes.
And I think that that's one of the greatest things that you can do with a platform when you have hundreds of thousands of followers is to be honest, be open about mental health struggles and bring awareness to it.
Yeah. And I think you and I were talking about that earlier, how like my TikTok can't necessarily be classified as one thing. Like I do comedy, I do makeup, but I'm also a huge advocate for mental health and body positivity and like people just loving themselves. And, you know, like, cause I feel like I actually want to go into psychology because I feel like my story and everything I went through can help somebody else. Like, it's just amazing. Like I get messages and comments from people saying that like they were having such a bad day and I made their day better. And like, that just like makes me feel so good, or like they're more confident because they see that I'm confident and I make them love themselves. Like, that's just like, that's why I do this. Like I endure all the bullshit for those good moments to make other people happy.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you get through to one person, then that, you know what I mean? That's all that matters. That's what I say to these guys as well. What we do is not necessarily changing the world, but it might brighten someone's day.
Absolutely.
I'm not doing it to change the world, bitch. I'm trying to get paid. So if y'all watching, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go like us on Facebook and like us on Twitter. Bitch, got 3 kids and I got bills to pay and shit.
Bye, Jeffrey.
Well, you know, Jeff,
some love when you're cash out.
What's she talking about? A job?
She's rating you
for filth.
Bitch, I got a job. It's called I make a whole bunch of money renting my motherfucking house out in New York. Okay, it's not my fault. I'm smart enough not to have to go to 9 to 5.
All right, so we're about to all right, Dakota. This is an area of the show where it usually gets a bit steamy, a little bit opinionated. We have the lovely Vera doing a section we call Vera Events.
This crazy bitch.
She's getting fired up. She's ready to go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Vent.
Trina might not want to listen.
Go.
Kitty, we're in a horrible place in the world, not just in this country. But I've seen so many people posting today about this is all Joe Biden's fault. I got news for you, honeys. There isn't a problem we are facing right now that wasn't made worse by 45. Yes, our favorite ex-POTUS, Mr. Bloatus, the Trump himself. We knew in March of 2019, before the pandemic started, that an unchecked pandemic would create global supply chain economics. All sorts of economists were talking about it. But, you know, certain people are smarter than the rest of us because they inherited $5 billion and turned it into $4 billion. So they must know some shit. And they didn't listen. They decided that only black and brown people were dying and they didn't have to do a shitting thing about the pandemic. And also, not just to blame that one person, but McKinsey and Company did a survey in March 2019 to address the supply chain problems. And 93% of supply chain executives said that they were preparing to face the supply chain problems that were going to be caused by a global pandemic. McKinsey did the same survey 1 year later in March 20, before the election, and they said that 75% of those executives who say they were going to address the supply chain problem, had decided not to, because nobody was buying anything in the early pandemic. So they had warehouses full of products And so they didn't want to spend too much on manufacturing. And there we are today, post-election, no more 45, we're on to 46, but all of this is his problem, even though economists and executives knew it was happening in 2019. Okay, you can drink your Kool-Aid some more. Go ahead. Gas prices, energy prices, they went up and down under Trump too. They hit $4 under Trump, but nobody seems to remember that. It's all Joe Biden's fault. And then let's look at the problems in Ukraine today. Okay, you want a stronger response from Joe Biden. Well, Trump went out of his way to weaken NATO, withheld payments from NATO. Trump went out of his way to tank any treaty that was made under Obama strictly because of his skin color. Trump went out of his way to embolden despots like Putin, like Erdogan, like Kim Jong-un. So yeah, you may not like what Joe Biden's doing, but if you really want to look at this, it goes back to 45. Pay attention. I know you're not, because if you were, you wouldn't be supporting that jackass.
She's done.
Okay, my turn.
Shots fired.
Completely disagree. I love how Joe Biden isn't responsible for anything, including the fact that gas is now $5, not $4. I love that Joe Biden is so ineffectual in Afghanistan that who cares about Russia? What's he gonna do? Not a goddamn thing. Just like
Decapped in
with everything
Afghanistan
else.
by Trump, because Trump signed that agreement and he had no
Trump
choice
is
but to
gone. Get
follow
over
through.
it. Trump has been gone. Get over it. Biden's ineffectual. He does nothing about nothing. He didn't do anything, hasn't done anything to stop COVID, to help our troops get out of Afghanistan, to do anything to broaden relations around the world.
Right.
He's useless, ineffectual, and weak. So what's he going to do with this crisis? Nothing, just like he does about everything else.
All right. Well,
In my never to be humble opinion.
can I? I'm gonna give you Aren't you glad you agreed to sign on to this, Dakota? She's like,
shit.
oh fuck.
What?
Dakota's like, what? I didn't know there was going to be political fighting here tonight. Jeffrey didn't tell me about this.
I'm not
shit.
confrontational.
We love it. Can you tell that we
Bitch.
love it? I'm going to lighten the mood, and everyone's probably going to squirm a little bit with this week's What the Fuck Week. What the? Now, you all think that you're all tough and scary and stuff, but how are you against spiders? How's everyone's, fear of
I
I'm
can
as
tell.
weak
spiders?
as Biden when it comes to spiders.
Well, one lady in Sydney, Australia had a very awkward encounter with a large spider that led to her foot being impaled on her stiletto.
Ooh.
What?
So what you
gracious.
can't see, and I'm showing the X-ray because the actual footage, the actual pitch is graphic. There was a large.
Well, I want to
spider
see
on
the
her-
actual picture. You
I'll
can't
show
see none
you-
of my
I'll show you
reactions.
I'll show you offline. It's a bit. She hopped out of bed rather quickly, and her stiletto was upside down on the floor, straight through the bottom of her foot. So, if you would like to, she's actually on TikTok, strangely enough. So, if you would like to,
Stiletto
her
Queen.
name is- her name is Alyssa Lambert. So, if you would like to, find
How
out
big was
more and
the
video
alleged
and all that
spider?
kind of stuff. The spider, it's an Australian spider, Vera. It's quite huge. Like,
What
but
was it though?
ima-
Was it a huntsman? Did they say
I
what
think it was
type
a
of spider it
huntsman.
was?
I think it was a large.
Yeah, they can be
huntsman.
like this big. Like
They're like dinner plate sized spiders.
You just
But
see
you know the
them like
movie
walking
Arachnophobia?
outside.
It's like the real shit.
Oh, they're in your house, babe. Here
In your
Yeah, but
house?
they're not poisonous.
in your
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
Hell no.
I have a
it
few
is-
questions.
Yes,
One,
babe.
did she get sponsored by Raid?
No, she went to the hospital. That's where she went.
I don't think Raid would work on these
does
things.
she get sponsored by like Steve Madden or someone that can give her safer shoes?
Oh,
Um,
Louboutin.
I mean, Louboutins
Or
are very dangerous.
maybe
They're very
Bindi
shiny.
Irwin could like do a reality series with her where she can like confront all the dangerous wild animals.
step
like
up to
not scared
nature.
on stilettos.
Could you imagine the pain of piercing your foot with your stiletto? Like,
No.
oh.
Well,
And
it must
you
have
would
been
go
a good
for
one
it.
though.
With
Like
anything.
And it'd be one of those moments. Pull it out, leave it in. Pull it out, leave it in. What do I do? What do I do? Like, you know.
Not a lot of
ugh.
veins in the foot. You could pull it out
I
without
know,
fear
but
of
still,
bleeding out.
a lot of pain in the foot, right? Oh,
A lot of
That's
nerve
horrible.
endings. That would hurt like
lot of-
hell.
it would hurt. We'll see.
I'm
Look,
usually pro
we-
pull-out method, but not in this instance.
Same girl.
Look,
Same.
we
I
may,
would bleed to death, but it would hurt.
we may be like in a horrible situation, but at least we haven't pierced our own foot. You know, in the world. So,
Not
Miss
today.
Dakota, thank you for joining us today. You survived.
Absolutely.
You
I did.
survived. So we can follow Dakota below. Look at her Instagram and her TikTok. Any parting messages from people? Thank you for joining us. We're super proud and happy
Ooh,
to have
sorry.
you here. It's all right. Anything you want to plug, say?
No, just thank you guys so much for having me. And sorry, I am nervous. I'm usually more happy.
It's all right, bitch. You could come back and not be nervous.
You can.
You
Where?
survived the first one. It's all
What's
good.
your YouTube page? If people want to go check out your YouTube page.
Oh, it's you just type in Dakota and then Carp, Karp, my last
Alright.
name.
She'll be there. She will be.
I will be there. I'm going to start uploading on there. I have to get
And
better
then
at that.
can we do one more shot of all
Yes,
the-
I was about to
the
say,
makeup?
let's do a final comparison on the 3 makeup looks. We'll take.
Oh, he took himself out. So we should probably just do like a Brady Bunch thing here, girls, where we can look at each other and be like,
Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. You look so good, bitch.
There
Beautiful.
we go. That's
we're
so
waiting
we
for
think-
you, Putin.
Oh my god.
He might show
We-
up in a bad way.
Yeah, look, we may or may not be back
Yeah.
next week and
He kind
rebrand
of
it.
looks like him, doesn't he? Look, I mean, really, just look at him.
You have to
No.
think for blondes.
There we
You're
go.
just
Oh,
jealous,
Diago
Jeffrey,
here.
that you were never a pretty queen.
Shots fired at the end of the
fired.
show.
Have you
At the end of
really
the
seen any of
show.
my
It
glam
is an
drag photos,
apocalyptic
though, bitch?
evening.
Have you?
Oh, are we
You're
gonna
not a
have
pretty
oh,
girl.
We're
You're
gonna
not
have a
pretty.
past glory show off one day. It's gonna be great. I live.
You will
But until
never.
that moment, thank you for joining us on UCR Live this week, folks. It's been swell, but the swelling's gone down. See you later.
Oh, make sure you drop.
I believe
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Stevie.
what Jeffrey was trying to say is it's on Monday for how we ended up this way and whatever we decide to put on bloody Wednesday. So or Tuesday. Yay! Look at Jeffrey